we have a question here that I think will feed in well to like how I want to sum up this section.
Yeah.
As like a message to students. And this is from, and I'm really sorry because I'm probably going to mispronounce this name, but Nauhar Parti. They say, I'm in my final year doing industrial design and I'm having trouble deciding on my thesis project. I don't really know what aspects to consider when picking it. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give me some advice on this, maybe even what you did for your thesis. And I kind of talked about my thesis a little bit. But I went through a big crisis my senior year, like a mental crisis of like, oh my God, am I even ready for professional design? Like I'm not ready. Like I don't know anything.
It's part of your senior year. Like
Yeah.
everyone has it. If you're going through it right now, don't worry because we all went through it.
And I just remember I stayed in touch with my foundations year professor. His name is Jim Bassett, and he was this incredible professor and like very wise, and just like sort of calmed me down at many moments throughout my student career. But I'll never forget what he said to me, which was, when I was going into my thesis project, he said, "You're in school, be in school."
Yeah.
And, so what I ended up doing for my thesis project was I was like, this is my last, what I thought was my last moment to experiment without consequence. And so I was like, what am I really interested in? And, because your thesis project it's about you.
Yeah.
It's about what you're intrigued by. It's like, I don't think it's a good move necessarily to pick a thesis project because you think it's something that other people will like.
Yeah, 100% agree. That's exactly what I did too. I remember I never posted my thesis online or anything. And maybe I've mentioned it before, but it was a set of furniture because I love furniture.
Yeah.
And it was a pillow fort furniture. So it had like couch cushions that have puzzle pieces.
Mm.
So you could build this, fortress. The kids could build a fortress out of the couch cushions. And,
right.
But it also looked like a nice set of furniture because it was meant for the whole family. Like the parents could have a dinner party and no one would know. And they'd be like, oh, this is an interesting couch, but I still like it,
Right. Yeah, I don't think practicality has to come into it. I think like the purpose of a thesis is like an investigation.
Yeah.
And so what are you interested in investigating that you've never had the opportunity to up until that point? You set the parameters, and it's like for my thesis, I was like, I'm really interested in education, like in like a lot of the reason because of going to design school, I became really interested in education, just because design education is such a unique experience. And I was like, I'm also interested in furniture, and I'm interested in form. Like I wanted to build my form skills. And so I did an independent study around form, which is like where I learned more about the form families. But it was just taking these things that I was intrigued by and just follow, smush them together and follow that trail.
Like mixing different colors of Play-Doh to make it brown.
Yeah.
Well, wait, did you say what you're doing? You did a desk.
Yeah, I did a standing desk. But and this was back kind of before or just as the standing desk hype was on the rise.
It was peaking.
No, this was
trending.
Trending. It was. I think now it's trending more than ever.
It was early adopter phase.
Yeah,
there we go.
But because you go to a kid's class and the kids are just like running around and everything and everything in society was becoming so much more mobile as well, and it was like, well, all these desks are so like static. They can't really move around very well. Mm-hmm. So it was a standing desk, and the idea was if you raised up the desk, there was a ball in the bottom that would engage, and you could roll it around. And then you could disengage the top from the bottom, and you could sit on the ball and work at the desk if you wanted to sit. But it was purely like, this just this general area sounds really interesting to me. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, your thesis project is you. Like, Nahar, do you be? You can be. You're allowed to be selfish for one project.
Yeah.
Don't worry about anything else. Just like, what do you like? I mean,
Yeah.
this is your free reign.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
there's no professor saying, "Oh, make a life jacket for the ocean," or
Right.
or make like a water carrying device for the third world.
Yeah.
There's no like, yeah. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So, but I think that that's in general advice for the Instagram community.
That's true. Yeah.
What do you love? Like, what are you interested in with design? And I think, like, this is from that movie La La Land. Do you remember that one with Ryan Gosling and
A movie.
Emma Stone? Yeah. I forgot. I'm talking to Nick Baker. But you know, he's thinking about opening this jazz club, and he's like, I don't know if it's a good idea, and she's like, you're passionate, which will make other people passionate about it.
Yeah.
You know, like you made me interested in jazz. So it's like, I think like for people in the Instagram community, for students, what are you interested in, and show the progress of that. Like, what do you want to achieve? What are you interested in?
I love it.
Don't do it for everybody else. Do it for yourself.
I like it.